Good morning, friends. Today is Wednesday, May 13th, 2020. It's cloudy outside today and it looks like it rained, so I don't know if that's going to continue today. So the question, or today also is Mindful with Miss Mott, and we have our Zoom this morning that I'll be sending. In our Zoom today, I was going to let everyone free share. It seems like that's what we enjoy the most. So I thought we could do that today again. And just share something that we want to talk about. But our question of the day is going to be, what is something special you did for your mom on Mother's Day, since Mother's Day was last weekend? I didn't get to see my mom, but I did send her a Starbucks gift card so she could treat herself to some coffee. Yeah, so we're going to read and see. I asked some of you, asked in the Go Formative yesterday about Zoe and Sassafras, and I will do that again today after we read. I may read 2 chapters, just depends on how long they are. Also, really quick back about our Zoom, you can free share or bring something to share too. If it's free share, you can also do that, so either one works. All right, we were on chapter 5, and we read a little bit of this one so that we could get a little taste. It's chapter 5 was the barn, and there's Sassafras. So, magical supplies. Where were we? Okay, so they went in the barn. These cabinets hold medical supplies I've gathered over the years, Mom said. And over here are some. Let me make sure. This is where we were, right? Oh, no. I jumped ahead. We're on chapter 4, the doorbell. My bad. I'm sorry. I was so excited and had so many questions. So remember, she asks about the purple light. Sorry about Frank. And glow is because it's magic. And then she's showing, remember we saw that she was going to walk to the barn and show her. So, as Mom and I walked out to the barn together, I laughed to myself. I never played there because I thought it was super boring. Boy, was I wrong. Mom led me around the back door of the barn. Before he left for the forest, Pip added a special doorbell to the barn. I thought I was the only one in the family who could see it, but I'm guessing you'll be able to see it too. Sassafras interrupted my mom by meowing loudly, kind of like Frank interrupts me. Mom laughed. Oh yes, I should add that clever animals like Sassafras can see it as well. I knelt down and looked all over the back of the barn, but I don't see anything. Try lying down on your stomach. Now, a little to the left and down just a tiny bit. Do you see it? And here she is looking at it. There's the doorbell. The grass tickled my neck as I lowered my head a little more. All of a sudden, I could see a round button. It looked like a regular doorbell, except this one shimmered in a wave of rainbow. I moved my head up a bit, and it disappeared. Whoa, no wonder I never noticed this before. Although now that I've thought about it, I might have at least heard it before. Every once in a while, the most beautiful tinkling sound would come from my mom's office. She always told me it was an alarm on her phone reminding her to do something. I guess I never thought to ask what. That bell that rings in our house sometimes, is that the barn doorbell? Yes, that's it. I never know when I'll hear the bell, but whenever I'm home, I'm always listening. What about when you're gone? What happens then? Well, all I can do is hope that I'm here when the bell rings and an animal needs me. I remember my mom standing in the window looking out at the barn. She must have been worried about what would happen while she was gone at the conference. Maybe I could help. You're going to be gone for a week. That's a long time. If an animal rings the bell while you're gone, do you think maybe I could help them? I looked down at my feet and poked around at the ground with my toe. I mean, I know I'm just a kid, but I could try. My mom smiled. I was hoping you'd suggest that. Are you sure? It might be a lot to handle, though you could always call me if you need help. I nodded and stood up a little straighter. Mom put her hands on my shoulders and kissed my forehead. Now I won't have to worry while I'm gone. Thank you. My stomach did flips. On one hand, I was super excited to meet a magical animal. On the other hand, I was worried that I wouldn't know what to do. I didn't want to mess up, but my mom was my age when she helped Pip. A kid had done this alone before, which meant I could handle it. And there they are. Her asking and her mom. All right, let me see. All right, I'll read one more and then we'll stop. Chapter 5 is the barn. And I showed you Sassafras. Mom opened the door and we stepped inside. The barn felt different, magical. It was like I'd never seen it before. Now I knew it held secrets. These cabinets hold the medical supplies I've gathered over the years, Mom said. And over here are some books that you might find helpful. There aren't any books about magical animals, but you'll find that magical creatures and everyday animals are often similar. Once I had a sick-winged fox, and it helped to read about both birds and foxes. Sometimes you'll need to run an experiment to figure out what the animal needs or what will work best. You can look through my old science journals over here to get a better idea of what I'm talking about. My heart beat faster. As soon as she was done with the tour, I was heading straight for those journals. My breath caught. There'd be more magical photos in there. I could hardly wait to see them. I interrupted her. So if I hear the bell, I run out here and the animal will be at the back door, and I bring it inside and try to figure out what's wrong. Mom nodded. Some of the animals can speak like Pip, but most can't. Remember, you can use the book in my old journals to help you. This must seem like a lot of responsibility, but I know you'll do your best. Do you have any questions? My mind was spinning, but I shook my head no. If Mom believed I could handle it, then I could, I hoped. And if things got tricky, I could ask Dad to help. Wait a minute, Mom hadn't mentioned Dad at all. That was definitely strange. What about Dad? Can't he help me? Your father can't see any of the magical animals until you saw Pip in that photo. I thought I was the only human who could see them. Mom shook her head sadly. I tried to introduce Pip to your dad once, but he couldn't see or hear him. Whoa, so this was definitely all up to me. Mom kissed me on my head. I've got to go, but I'll see you in a week. I'll let Dad know you're out here before I leave. Wait, I piped up. If a magical creature comes, do I get to take its picture? I was pretty sure that one was one of the best parts of this whole thing, was collecting magic photos. Mom laughed and opened one desk drawer. Here's my camera. You're free to use it, but since it's instant film, you can't take too many photos or it'll get really expensive. Only take one of each animal, okay? Oh, and here. She dug around the bottom of the drawer, a brand new science journal just for you. And there they are. I wrapped my arms around my mom and gave her a big squeeze. I was glad to have the stuff in all the cabinets and drawers and Mom's old science journals to distract me. It made saying goodbye much easier. I set my thinking goggles on the barn desk and grabbed the pile of science notebooks. I spent the next few hours with Sassafras curled up in my lap as I flipped through all of them. The photos were so incredible, I flipped to a page with a creature that looked like a flower. I leaned in for a closer look and the scent of roses filled my nose. A few pages later, I found a photo of something fluffy and blue that was shaped like a snake. I brushed my fingers over the photo and I could feel its soft feathers. This was going to be so much fun. I could hardly wait to see the creatures I'd get to meet. And there she is looking at the science journals. So the next chapter is the doorbell rings. So we're going to get to meet, and that leads me to my question for today that I'm going to put about our book, which is going to be, what do you think will be the first animal that Zoe gets to help? I'll put it in the Go Formative today. I hope you guys have an awesome Wednesday, and I can't wait to see you at 10. And remember, it's free share, so you can bring something to share or share something. I love you and miss you.